We're in the dog days of February. There's a long way to go where they're going to have to coexist, peacefully or otherwise. So, I mean, what you're saying is fine if it's over, but it's not close to being over. So are they just going to be awful between now and the end?
So, Scott, this is where you would hope that two professionals like Dan and LeBron would sit down at a table, and at least if you can't declare peace, okay, if that's not possible, you declare a ceasefire, because LeBron is committed. He has said tonight to this team the rest of the season. And Dan Gilbert has a bunch of sunken cost in this roster, and there's no reason why you shouldn't try to make the most of it. But I don't know who that individual is. There isn't enough trust on either side, and there isn't a person in the organization that can bring them both together. So I don't know how that's going to happen. I would say this. If the Cavs were serious about still trying to save this season, what I and executives that I talk to think is that they should trade 3 or 4 people by Thursday. Not necessarily because you think you're going to get better defensively or you're going to help this or that you got to clear the air out of the locker room, because it is the chemistry and the togetherness and the trust is so bad right now that I don't know if it can be repaired. And it's not something that is going to be fixed with just one thing. That's what some executives I talked to said tonight. If they had the same situation, they would just find some bodies and move them back in. If the Cavs do nothing by Thursday, it is essentially buying LeBron a plane ticket out of town. And reading how they've handled the last 6-8 months, I think that's kind of where Dan Gilbert wants them to go.